the most extraordinary car wash here. It's out in the ward in North Dublin. I was on the way home from work. It's an automated thing, but I'm on a conveyor going through it, and I wasn't going to do a video, but I don't know how clean the car's going to come out, but bloody hell, like, it's a hell of a thing. So there's more rollers than you know what to do with. It's got like high pressure wash. When you go into it first, it kind of just wets the car. Then there's guys with jet washers to come along. You go through a high pressure wash. There's a set of rollers. Okay, it's a little bit more expensive. It's €10.50. But it's in the newly done up garage in the ward in Coolquay, I suppose it is actually, just on the old Ashburn Road in North Dublin. It's called Platinum Autowash. That doesn't mean I'm recommending it yet. I don't know whether it's any good or not, but like, have a look. I mean, it's kind of hard to see out the window, obviously. But like, I have the car in neutral. I have the handbrake off. It's pulling me along through this whole operation, and yeah, definitely an interesting one. So we will, as I said, see how it comes out the other end. There's another car kind of off in the distance there now, so you can see. He's looking pretty clean there now as it is. So it's kind of getting a bit high tech. So is this the future of car washes, or is it just a variation on the old scratch and shine? You'll notice it's in the Toyota. I tend to put the Toyota through an automatic wash every so often. I'm not all that worried about having swirl marks on the paint. It's not exactly a concourse car. But yeah. As I said, I'm just videoing this on my phone, so you know, you'll have to excuse the kind of the quality of it or whatever. But the car definitely needed a wash. It was fairly piggy, you know. So let's see how it comes out. What I want now is the voice from Marty McFly's jacket in Back to the Future to say, "Car drying," or something along those lines. I don't think it's going to do that, but it would be nice if it did. So, I mean, look at this, like, all of the gear going on ahead, like, it's actually extraordinary. So it is drying it, and then it's going to mop it off or something like that, I suppose. And it's going to spit me out the other end, and hopefully the car will be clean. Cool. If nothing else, it's an entertaining experience, and it definitely prompt me to wash my car a little bit more often. Plus, the other benefit as well too is it can wash several cars at the same time, and you know, you're not going to be stuck in a mad queue. So there it is, drying away there to its heart's content, and we'll come through this mop of sorts. I'm sure guys who were into detailing and stuff like that would be cringing at the idea of me going to an auto wash at all. But this is my commuter car, guys. This is not my Beetle wouldn't be going through this, and you know, if it comes to it, you know, if the MG ever gets a respray, which I'm sure it will at some point or another, it won't be going through this. The Golf might, I don't know, but we'll see about that anyway. I'm still moving on the conveyor. I suppose I have to be aware of driving out of here, so I'll come back to you in a minute when we get to have a look at the car and see what it's looking like. But those yokes are dry, actually. They're not, like, it's not wet, you know, obviously. Well, holy God. It's tickling it. If a Toyota Auris could laugh, it probably would be giggling away to itself at the moment. The mad stuff that goes through my head. Anyway. Right, I'm not sure if I'm off the conveyor yet or not. I think I might be. No, I'm not. I think it actually will spit me out at the end. Okay, so I definitely threw it a challenge with this car because it was absolutely filthy and just didn't quite get into the corners. The other interesting thing as well too, this being a hybrid car, it being in neutral for so long, it actually gave me a warning saying the traction battery was low. I've never seen that before. The other thing as well too is it didn't quite get in at the crevices of the wheels. Now maybe if I paid for the better wash, I only went for the second level wash, it might have done a better job, but I doubt it, to be honest with you. But still though, it's not bad now, you know. I still think a hand wash is always going to beat an automatic wash. For the novelty factor, it's pretty cool. The other thing as well too is you get like a car mat cleaner and which I'm going to use, and a complimentary hoover, which is brilliant. And Christ, well that's what I said. So let's try out the mat cleaner. Holds the mat firmly during the cleaning. Let's have a look and see. What's the business? I'll be doing all of my mats in that. Get out. That is so cool. This is the outside part here. That's where you go in. So you come in around, drive around that loop there, and you come back in here, and then go inside there, and that's where all of that mad stuff happens. The mat washer in itself is actually a really cool piece of gear because you can never really get mats that clean, to be honest with you. Well, you can, but it's just awkward getting dog hair off it when you have a dog. And when you have an 18-month-old, it's also a difficulty. So, did it clean my car perfectly? No, it didn't. Did I have to exert any physical effort? No, not particularly, aside from hoovering out the car, so there is a benefit there as well. And as I said, the inside of my car is clean. It included the hoover and the mat washer, and after I had after I gave the car a bit of a wipe over with some blue roll, just in the areas that the washer couldn't get in at, it came good. And to be honest with you, if the car wasn't as dirty, it probably would keep it it would keep it nicely clean. So yeah, I'm suitably impressed. It's not perfect, but it's certainly a hell of a lot better than the usual scratch and shine. So yeah, look, thanks for watching, folks, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in a future video. Well, I had a bit of a think just driving home there. This is why I'm just doing this little bit at the end, as to the whole thing with the Toyota saying that the traction battery was low. Obviously, if the car is in neutral, the engine running is not going to charge the battery because it disconnects the engine from the gearbox, which is where the generators and motors and all that are, which is all well and good. But the problem is the fact that it means then that if you're in a situation like that, you can't leave the engine running, and therefore you're running down your traction battery, and the car could end up with a dead traction battery by the end of it if it was low when you were going in the first instance. So I suppose you have to be a little bit careful if, like me, you have a hybrid car. But I don't know, I mean, I suppose if we went in with a full traction battery, maybe mine was low already before I went in. I didn't look at the level on it, to be honest with you, so hard to know really. But anyway, once I got out the other side of it and I put the car in drive, the engine started charging the battery, it was happy out, so no problems there, you know. The other thing about that garage as well is that it was very tight, the manoeuvring when you got out. Like, if you were in anything like a large Jeep or something like that, or, you know, I suppose you can't bring a van into it, but if you're in anything bigger than the Toyota, I'd say, you know, it could be slightly tricky manoeuvring getting around the bollards on the other side of it. They could do it making a little bit more space there. Still in all, I mean, you can manage, but anyway, right, that's it. We'll leave it be there. Thanks for watching.